A very warm good morning to all my dear students. Welcome back to our English class. Today I will be going to start a new lesson, and the topic of the lesson is the Herculean task. And before starting the lesson, let us go with the word. I will be going to read these words for you. Please listen to it very carefully. So here we will come across with some of the word like proven, salute, sturdy, pursuit, react, firmly, accomplished, convincing. So these are some of the words which are new words for us, and we will be reading in detail about the words as well. So according to you, what quality should a hero have? Like I will show you the picture, you will find that a man with a strong body with muscles, biceps, and all those things. So do you think that a hero should, according to you, the hero is the only person who has a good body, or what other quality you want to see in a hero? Okay, so that is up to you, and you have to discuss and you have to tell me that what quality should a hero have, or if you were a hero, what quality would you like to have? So not on, we should not have only the body, bicep and all those things. Instead, we should have up your heart also. No, we should be helpful to others, we should be kind to others, and if we are having such wonderful qualities with us, then we are really a good human being. No, then we can become an idol for someone, or we can become a hero for someone. No, like generally the girls used to say my father is my hero, because we are watching our father every day, and we know that my father is a person who can do all the extraordinary things in a very easy manner. No, so we look at our parents and we feel that yes, he is my hero, she is my heroine. No, to our mother as well. So let us read a story about the hero of Rome, who was famous for his strength and his love for adventure. So I was talking about that the hero should not only have a good look or a good body, he should have that strength, and also he should be very lovable person, a very kind, very down to earth person. So let us read the story, and we'll come across across some of the Greek words here. Okay, so here the king Eurystheus was worried. Hercules had proven his courage and his strength by completing the 10 previous difficult tasks that had been given to him. He was becoming popular. People had started calling him a hero. So, here in the Greek mythology, these words are very familiar, and the name of the king is Eurystheus, and he was worried. Now he's little bit in a situation of worriness, because he found that whatever the task was given to Hercules, he is going on proving himself, and trying to sort out all the difficult tasks which was allotted to him by using his courage and his strength, and that is why he is going on becoming very popular in the country. So people started loving him as a hero. The next task must be even more dangerous and challenging, thought the king. And now the king was having a thought in his mind that my God, whatever task I am giving to Hercules, he is the one who is going on doing it. So what shall I do so that I can put him into trouble? So now he decided in his mind that okay, this time I will be going to give him something which is very challenging for him. So it, it is important that he loses, so that the countrymen can see me as their hero again. So now the feeling of jealousy is there. The king was jealous of Hercules, and that is why he planned out that no, today I will be going to give him some difficult task which is challenging, and somewhere he has to lose that very task. He should not get victory over it, and then only I can prove myself that I am the real hero. So what the king did, the king called Hercules to his court and congratulated him. He set him the challenge of getting golden apples from the garden of Hesperides. Here Hesperidis is again a Greek word, and they are talking about a particular garden. Okay, so it doesn't have a typical meaning. It is a Greek word. So here a garden where the angels, you can say, they come, the goddess comes. So here the king asked him to come to the court. Once Hercules came to the court, he was being congratulated, and then finally the king decided that okay, now I'm giving you a challenging task, and the task is that you have to go to that particular garden, and there from there you have to bring the golden apples for him. Hercules set out in pursuit of his new challenge, and now Hercules decided that okay, whatever job is been allotted to me, I will be going to pursue it. So that is why he started his journey. He took that challenge, and on the way he met a beautiful nymph. Now you can see the nymph. They have a fairy like appearance, goddess. So he asked her for help. She told him to seek the old man of the sea. So when he was pursuing his challenge, he was on the way, he met a nymph, and then he asked her that please help me, I need that golden apple. So she said that okay, you go towards the sea area, there you will find an old man, and that person is a navigator. He can tell you the exact route where he will be going to get the golden apple. But there is one condition. Then she revealed also that he will be going to help you because he is a good navigator, but one condition is there, that is you need to hold him tight. It is difficult to maintain a grip on him. He can change forms, and this is how the nymph made him alert. And she said that there is a condition: if you are asking him for any sort of help, he will be going to help you, but the thing is you have to hold that person very tightly, because he is a person who can change his own physique. So he can uh, you need to hold him tightly, he can change his form. Hercules found the old man sleeping on the shore. He quietly moved towards him and held on to him tight before he could react. And Hercules, when he went towards the sea area, he found that the person was sleeping there. So he at once went to him and he held him tightly so that he cannot change his form. The old man woke up, startled. "Who are you?" And he was shocked. He was was surprised to see that man, and he at once asked, "Who are you?" Out of anger he exclaimed, and the man said, "I am Hercules. I need your help to show me the way to the garden of the Hesperides." The old man struggled to get free. However, Hercules held on even tighter. The old man turned himself into a deer. Then he returned into a kraken, a sea monster resembling a giant octopus. He tried to scare Hercules but failed every time. So in the picture also you can see what is kraken here. So the old man, he woke up and he was out of surprise and anger. He asked the question, "Who are you?" And then Hercules very politely he said, "I am Hercules, and I want you to help me, and I want to know the way towards the garden." So the old man, he struggled, he wanted to set himself free, but Hercules, as he has hold him so tightly that he cannot able to do anything, and finally what he did, he changed his identity and he became a deer. After that also he found that no, this person is not leaving him. Then again he changed himself into a sea monster, which is resembling like a big giant octopus. And then he tried to scare Hercules, but Hercules was a brave, courageous man. So he did not get scared of him. And finally, this old man analyzed that he is failing to make him afraid of him. Finally, the old man told him about the Hesperides, who were the goddess of the evening. And then he said that okay, I will tell you where is that garden. And then he said that garden belongs to the goddess, where the sunset happens and you can find that goddess in the evening there. He said that the golden apple were in the garden on an island, and he revealed that if you want that golden apple, you have to go to that Hess paradise, where the goddess came in the evening during the sunset, and there you will find the golden apple on one of the island. To get to the island, Hercules would need to take the help of Antaeus, who was a short tempered man. And he said that now I have shown you the way, I told you where you will get, but there you need the help of one of the other person. And the name of the person was Antaeus. And that person is going to help you. But the thing is that you have to be very careful, because that man is very short tempered. Hercules thanked the old man. After some time, he met Antaeus. What do you want from me? He yelled. He was so angry because he is a short tempered man. So when Hercules went to him. Hercules thanked the old man, and when he went to Antaeus was so angry, and out of anger he yelled and he said, "What do you want from me?" And he said, "I want you to show me the way to the garden." Then the man became very angry and he said, "How dare you?" He was angry. He attacked Hercules. Hercules fought back and lifted. Then Antaeus high up in the air. Now, what he did, Hercules fought back and he lifted Antaeus high up. He took that Antaeus only and he lifted him up in the air. Antaeus got scared. "Please put me down. I will answer all your questions." And as soon as he was lifted up, Antaeus got scared. And what he did, he said, "Okay, okay, okay, okay. Please put me down now. I am ready to give all the answers of yours." So Antaeus told him that the garden of Hesperides were guarded by a never sleeping 100-headed dragon. And you can see that dragon here. Okay, named Ladon. Only Atlas could enter the garden and take the golden apple. According to the Roman mythology, it is believed that Atlas has been carrying the weight of the earth on his shoulder to over 1,000 years. So this is something related to Roman mythology. So what he did, he said that, "You please put me down. I will be going to give all the answers to you." And finally, when Antaeus told this, he said that you can go to that garden, but that garden is guarded by the dragon who is having 100 of heads, and that heads never sleep. But in that garden, only that one of the creature that is known as Atlas is only allowed there, and he can only get the entry in that garden. And he can only take the apple there. So according to Roman mythology, as I said, that who is Atlas now? Atlas is a person who is carrying the weight of the earth on one of his shoulder for more than 1,000 years. Over 1,000 years that earth is on the shoulder of Atlas. Hercules knew that convincing Atlas would be next to impossible. So on his way, he thought of a plan. He also knew that Atlas hated carrying the earth on his shoulder. Now, when he got the he got the route, he decided that, okay, I will go to that particular garden and I will get the apple. But the thing is, I have to talk to Atlas, and it is difficult to convince Atlas for the golden apple. So what shall I do? That was the thing which was there in his mind. So at once he planned out something, that he analyzed that as this Atlas is carrying the earth on his shoulder over 1,000 years, he might not be very happy of it. So he might be going on hating all carrying the earth on his shoulder. So when Hercules reached the garden, he said, "I salute you, Atlas. You have been holding the earth for so long." And this is how he played the trick. And he said that, first of all, he he greeted the person. He said, "I really salute you." For what? For carrying that earth on your shoulder for over thousands of years. I am so tired. And then Atlas, once he heard this sentence, Atlas also he calmed down and he said, Yes, I am so tired of holding this earth for over thousand of years. I can help you to ease the load for some time. And you have to get me three golden apples from the garden. This is how Hercules offered that, okay, I can understand that you are holding that earth for over thousand of years, so I can help you. And how I can help you, I can give you the relaxation for some hours. And on for that, what he said that you please go, I will be going to give you some relaxation, and during that time I just need your favor. And what is the favor? That you please go inside and you bring three golden apple from the garden of Hesperides. Atlas agreed, and he brought back the golden apple for Hercules. He could do anything for some rest, and Hercules got three golden apple from Atlas, and Atlas was very happy because he was carrying that heavy earth on his shoulder, and he got the relaxation for few hours. So he was very ready to help the person who is sharing the weight of the earth. So finally, you are great, Atlas. It is quite a tough task to hold the earth. And once he got the apple, he once again congratulated and he appreciated him by saying that really you are great, as I took the earth for few hours, but I can able to understand that how painful it is, and I really salute to you that you are really great, and you are carrying this earth on your shoulder for over thousands of years. So such a tough task you are doing to hold the earth. When Hercules returned from returned with the three golden apple, the king was shocked and nearly fainted, and the reaction of the king was totally different. Once he got the apple, he came back to the king, and he gave that three apple to the king. As soon as the king saw the apple, he was shocked. My God, I have given him such a difficult, challenging task, and this Hercules has completed that challenging task also. And after analyzing it, he was unable to take it in a very normal manner. So he was shocked, and he finally got fainted. Okay, so this is a wonderful story we read today, and I will be going to give you the question answers. Your homework will be your exercise 1, that is a word meaning. Please try to write it by yourself. If consult the dictionary, get the meaning of the word which is been asked to you. Okay, so why was the king Eurystheus worried? Eurystheus was worried because he analyzed that Hercules is going on becoming very popular in the country, and people slowly they started calling him as a hero. Okay, so the other questions, let us discuss in our live class on Saturday. Okay, so I think now you have understood what is the story is all about, and uh, complete the exercise, and see you on Saturday. Okay, till then, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day ahead. May God bless you.